Welcome to the Midweek message. We're taking lessons from Proverbs chapter 20. I'm reading from the contemporary English version of the Bible, and we're going to look at verses 16 through 22. You deserve to lose your coat if you loan it to someone to guarantee payment for the debt of a stranger. The food you get by cheating may taste delicious, but it turns to gravel. Be sure you have sound advice before making plans or starting a war. Stay away from gossips. They tell everything. Children who curse their parents will go to the land of darkness long before their time. Getting rich quick may turn out to be a curse. Don't try to get even. Trust the Lord, and He will help you. So we're going to look at these verses one by one. In Proverbs chapter 20, verse 16, you deserve to lose your coat if you loan it to someone to guarantee payment for the debt of a stranger. I tell people in the counseling sessions that I do not to lend money. I also tell them this is not a blanket statement to tell you never to do that, but at least be very careful about lending money. If you lend money, it can get in between friends and make for bad relations. And certainly if you guarantee the debt of a stranger or give your coat as collateral for someone else to pay back money that you're not even involved with, you get what you deserve because you made a foolish decision. Be very careful in monetary issues. And I'm not saying not to be gracious and give. But if you can give, and don't expect it back. And you'll be better off in the long run than if you loan amounts of money expecting payment from someone else. You made a bad decision. Be careful along those lines. It's what Scripture is saying. Verse 17, the food you get by cheating may taste delicious, but it turns to gravel. When you obtain something through dishonest means, at first, the first blush is, I got away with it. But in the end, it becomes bitterness. I have some friends who live in Cheatham County. The slogan for Cheatham County is, if you can't beat them, cheat them. Hopefully that's not everyone's slogan. But things you get by being dishonest and cheating will not be in your best interest in the long run. Verse 18, be sure you have sound advice before making plans or starting a war. Jesus said to count the cost before you make decisions. And people need to do that with regard to salvation. They need to do that with regard to financial decisions they make in this life. They need to do that with regard to family matters. It's best if you have good advice before major endeavors. Verse 19, stay away from gossips. They tell everything because they're gossips. Please be very careful in sharing information. Make sure that people with whom you share personal information are confidential and have your best interests at heart. Wise advice. Verse 20, children who curse their parents will go to the land of darkness long before their time. We never will really know until eternity, perhaps, how many children there are that have lost their lives because of the way they treated their parents. And yet the Scripture says that honoring your father and mother will give you many days on the land that the Lord has given you. And I am convinced today that many young people have lost their lives. And we know what may seem to be the apparent reason, but the actual reason they lost their lives was because they dishonored their parents. Verse 21, getting rich quick may turn out to be a curse. Easy come, easy go. Getting rich sounds like a good idea, but many times wisdom does not accompany the quick acquisition. So it might turn out to be a curse. One of the things, if you get rich quick, there are going to be a lot of people asking you to lend them money. And Solomon already said, be careful when you do that. Verse 22, don't try to get even, trust the Lord, and he will help you. The scripture also says, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. It is hard for us to wait on the Lord. Difficult for us to give place to human emotions and let God handle things. Yet the wisest man who ever lived said, don't try to get even. Trust the Lord, and he will help.